just go into overdrive. They'd be like, "You're kidding me? No, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. You're the devil. You're the devil." And like you'd be like, "Nope, nope. Like it's gonna happen."
No, dude, you're completely right too. I just found this like Tumblr post, and it says episode 3 is introducing Wade's Jewish family, including his slightly overbearing mother and weird sister, so that Knuckles can learn about their family traditions and have Shabbat dinner with them. Like, this is a fucking fever dream. What is this?
Like it's so funny because people hate it because it's so like cheesy, and I'm like, no, I love it because it's so bad and like such a weird idea.
Yes, yeah, Knuckles, we gotta have Shabbat.
Exactly, it's like the Sonic meme where it's like gotta fast for Ramadan. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's whack. It's whack. I don't know. I don't like it. I'm leaving. I'm out. I'm done. I quit.
Yeah.
That's it. That's me.
We outie. It's so bad. It's so good.
Dude, that's great. I'm gonna check it out. I didn't even know that existed. I've been jumping complete ship here. I don't know how much, how like big you are into like shows and stuff, but I recently got into The Walking Dead, and I know I'm like 10 years late to that. But have you seen any of that?
Honestly, like real talk, I don't know. So I never necessarily liked The Walking Dead when it came out because I was more into Supernatural.
Gotcha.
And the whole thing is, I do have a little bit of a bandwidth when I get into stuff. Like I know, like a lot of people are like, if you're into one thing, it means you're into one thing. It means you're into another thing. And because you know, if you remember back in like 2014, a lot of Tumblr girls were always into like Supernatural and Homestuck and Sherlock and Doctor Who. And like, but when I was into TV shows, I was always into like one or the other. Like I would always dedicate to Doctor Who or dedicate to Supernatural. Yeah, but I tell you what, I have been getting more into like post-apocalypse societal collapse shows because I love Fallout with Walton Goggins, and I was watching a bit of the TLOU, The Last of Us show with Pedro Pascal. So I'm more like broken into now for like Walking Dead type shows.
Okay. You should do it, man. It's good. The first season is like okay, it's fine, but God, season 2, I'm on the end of 3 now, but it's so good. It's captivating. Let's put it that way. Very captivating. Almost as captivating as you, Ryan. Wink, wink.
Wink.
Oh,
yeah, because I know,
wink.
like, now there's all these spin-offs they're making.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh God, yeah, dude. The worst spin-offs have been the games, besides like the Telltale ones. Like, if you've seen any of those Walking Dead like first-person like action games are trash.
Dang.
They are horrible.
Those are the ones you find at GameStop for like half off or used.
Dude, do you remember like the discount video game bin at like Walmart in the 2000s?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. Like the $20 games, like you could get like the cheapy ones, and they were usually like weird Japanese games or just like crap that nobody wanted.
Right.
Yeah. Dude, that was my favorite thing as a kid, because that is where I found this game called Mr. Mosquito, which is weird. You play as a mosquito, you suck blood out of people. So Japanese, so weird. But oh my God, little 11-year-old me in Kingsland, Georgia at the time, middle of nowhere, playing Mr. Mosquito.
You went further
that
south.
was a time.
This is the tale of chasing affordable living, I guess.
Amen, brother. Affordable living, what's that?
Well, you know, it's so funny because I went and I looked at sheds the other day because I have this like, I have this
Are
pipe
you gonna
dream.
live in a shed?
Yeah, so I have this pipe dream that's not really a pipe dream, but it kind of is, because
Okay.
I basically, so I'm like, dude, like, because like I'm like we do three to four sheds, you know, get a shed for like a bedroom, get a shed for the office, and a shed for like 2 bathrooms, whatever.
Yeah.
But the thing is, or you know, 2 sheds for 2 bathrooms. But the thing is I went to go look at sheds the other day. Sheds are also getting expensive, and I'm like, what
Yep.
the hell? Like, we looked at sheds.
Yep.
We looked at sheds by our local mall, and it turns out that like a lot of them are like 10,000, 12,000.
Yep.
I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, why? And then the ones that are like, they're like the ones that are really small. That, and I'm talking like you like walk into them. They're like walk-in sheds, and they're like a closet basically. They're like a barn closet. Are like 800. Disgusting.
Dude, it's insane, man. It really is insane. Like, I don't know how the majority of people afford. I mean, I think they barely afford it at this point, but it's crazy, dude. I don't know what the rent is where you're at, but around me, it's like for a 1-bedroom, dude, you're gonna be paying like 1,500. Not
Yeah,
even even a studio is pretty much that much here.
Exactly. I think. So I think when it comes, yeah. So pretty much nothing is in the hundreds anymore, unless it is like a person renting it out. Like,
yeah, and that's sketch.
it's only like 500, 600, 700 if it's like you're living in someone's in-law suite, or if like a local business in a downtown area is renting out like their upstairs or something. But other than that, like apartments and places like that, it's like 1,100, 1,200, 1,300. Yeah. For
Insane,
the lower end,
dude.
for lower end.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's nuts, dude. It's absolutely nuts.
And so I'm just like, honestly, real talk, do you still save money in the long run if you just get like sheds that are basically gonna get you like $30,000? Like, if you spend like $40,000 in sheds, you still like basically recreate a house that's like good from like 1982. Like, hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Because what's weird, and I don't know how this is happening, but especially with the rising cost of living, but somehow there is like a lot of land that's still like going for sale in Virginia. Like, people are still just like selling land. I'm like, what do you mean? I thought we explored it all. Like, I thought Lewis and Clark explored it all, but I guess
Thanks a lot,
not.
Lewis.
Yeah, right. And so I'm like, okay, well, yeah. I mean, that's because I'll go on Zillow or Redfin, and I'll because you can gauge the prices, right? So what I'll do is I'll be like, minimum is like, I don't know, I'll say like no minimum, and then the maximum is like 250K or something like that, maybe like 300K, because that's like how the fancy houses or like good houses were, like good single family homes when I was a kid and like a young teenager were in the price range. It was like 250, 300K for like a single family home with like 10 windows. And that was, of course, back in like, you know, like late 2000s, stuff like mid 2000s, early 2010s, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, I do the whole thing on Redfin where I'm like, okay, you know, let's say maximum like 300K. You get quite a bit of houses doing that actually, but it's usually like stuff that's like under contract or stuff that's condemned. And so I'm like, all right, shit. And then one of the things that you see in the 100K price range is land. That's wild to me.
That is, dude. That's absolutely crazy.
So much land. I don't know if there's land going for sale in Florida.
There is, but the land here is just kind of trash. Like the majority of it. It's either like too close to a marsh or too close to a swamp, so it's like you have to add a ton of extra dirt to make it livable. That is Florida, at least the East Coast.
Oh my god. Wow.
Gotta love it, dude. All them gators, brother.
Man, what is up with Florida being so, you know, like conservative nowadays because I don't know. You've lived in Florida for a while, okay? So you've lived in Florida for a long time. I gotta ask you this since you're a Florida native. I always thought Florida was like a bit of a Sodom and Gomorrah. Like I thought Florida was basically like, you know,